just got off a call with a possible sponsor for the channel. I have been looking for something that I'm excited about, that I care about, that will be great for wedding photographers. Woo! So I'm gonna see. I'm gonna make sure it's good, and then hopefully you may see it on the channel soon. We'll see. But it is Monday, and some priorities this week. I've just been listing out what do I need to do. I have some weddings that we need to finish and send out to clients. This month is crazy with weddings. It's a little crazy. But what's crazier is this office. It's been over 4 weeks and it's been a little chaotic in here. So one of the priorities this week is to get this place possibly into a real shooting office where I can record YouTube videos and I can actually function as a wedding photographer. I need this to be better. I can't live like this any longer. So hopefully by the end of this video, by the end of this week, you're gonna have a beautiful looking place. Because sometimes you have to do some things that don't feel super productive. And while I'm excited about putting my studio together, one of the reasons why it's taken me so long is because it doesn't feel productive. It doesn't feel like it's building the business, but you have to do things. You have to make your bed in the morning and you have to organize your office. So we're going to face that. We can face it, right? We're going to face it. We're going to do it this week. All right. So I should probably start with something. Okay, but before we do any organizing and fixing of the office, we need to do an engagement session. And I gotta say, this is one of the hardest things. Wedding season is one of the hardest things to keep up with my YouTube channel because I run a full-time wedding business. And so doing YouTube on top of this is a challenge. But on a day like today, I want to bring you along with some of these things. I'm not going to show you the couple or the photos just because I'm going to be posting these videos before the photos are sent to the couple. But I want to give you a little bit behind the scenes of what my life looks like as a wedding photographer / someone who does YouTube about wedding photography. And hopefully you learn some things and some tips along the way. First thing is that I am 15 minutes early. So it's actually kind of like an overcast day today. It was raining quite a lot earlier this morning, and we weren't sure if we were actually going to go through with the shoot. We ended up, the couple wanted to do it, but I've already been here for 15 minutes already just looking around at a few of the locations because, and I've said this in a video before, I want to come early enough to make sure that there is no, I usually say construction, but in today's case, flooding. So I need to see where there's flooding. I haven't seen any yet, but I'm going to send actually my drone down to the beach where we would normally shoot some of the engagement session. And I want to make sure that it's accessible because it's the pathways aren't flooded, and that the beach itself is not a mess or I don't know. I want to see what it looks like before we actually shoot there. So I'm going to do that now, do the session, and then I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay. Note to self, make sure you have a fully charged drone battery before you send off your drone to do shooting reconnaissance. Whew, that was close. It did a forced landing and I just made it onto the land and it didn't force land into the water. That could have been bad. Okay, I have to go do a shoot. Goodbye. So the next thing is to like bring in this wall. So Allie and I designed this wall for a wedding trade show like 4 or 5 years ago, and we've never done a trade show since, but we loved it so much we just like kept it in our house. But I want to try to incorporate it into the kind of videoing background for YouTube, but also a backdrop for consultations. So I want to have like a really beautiful professional backdrop. So when I'm talking to them, they can tell I'm a wedding photographer and it looks like really good. So I'm gonna bring that in here, but the only issue is that it's quite tall. I think it's like almost 7, I might be 8 feet tall. So we need to like chop off the top of it and bring it in here and kind of fix it up. And then that's gonna be part of, you know, my backdrop. It's Friday, and I'm going to give you a little update on the chaos. I got the wall in here. Oh man, I wasn't sure if that was going to fit, but it does. It lives another day. So that's very exciting. But not exactly where I thought I would be. I thought I would be like, everything would be like perfect and in its place. But I guess things just take longer than you think they do. But I'm further along at least. That's great. I have a wedding this weekend, so I gotta kind of like get things in at least working order and then start prepping for that wedding. And even though I'm tempted to come in here Saturday and like finish everything up, I need to be rested for the actual wedding day. So we're going to do as much as we can this morning, and I'm going to focus on this drawer right here. Okay. Oh, but first let me show you where I'm at right now. Okay, here we are. I've got the wall in here. That is the air vent, and it gets so cold in here and there's no way to turn down it. So I just put some paper up here. I got to figure out a better solution to regulate the temperature because it's freezing. But yeah, I'm getting things kind of in a nice position. I moved the cabinet over here, added the wall. I have to take off. We used it for our daughter's baby shower. So I got to like paint it, take off the decals, touch it up a little bit. Here's this, the desk, still chaotic looking. And then here's my shelving. So I feel like, okay, I feel like we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. So the thing I'm going to work on today and hopefully finish today is a charging drawer. So I did this in my last place. I built this drawer and I attached it to the shelving unit that I had from IKEA. I think it's in my studio tour video that I did previously. But I was trying to figure out where to put everything to charge everything. Because if you're a photographer, videographer, you know that you're just like constantly burdened with cords and batteries and all of that stuff. And then it's like, okay, where do I put it all? So let me show you.